Hi everybody, welcome to our new episode of Pixel Pictures. It's we decided we usually do the shit films. We've done some shit.
We've done some
shit. We've done some meh. This month we said we'd try and do a halfway decent film, which it was, and which is no boobs this month. There's no boobs this month. I'm very, very upset.
Well, there's lots of boobs. Well, you're not watching the same movie I was.
Okay. Not on the box then. So it kind of looks like a boob, doesn't it? I've given away the name now. Fuck. Oh, God damn it.
You're a bad man.
Okay, let's go for it. It's Hitman on Blu-ray.
Fancy motherfuckers up in here. We got the H-Dizzle going on the
It's
Blu-ray.
legitimate. It's got the disc and everything. We didn't rob it, you know.
Play that shit in the Play Sizzle.
Play Sizzle, the H-Dizzle.
Watch it through the television.
So there you are, old Hitman himself. We got to get a bit of glare in. There we go.
Obligatory glare.
Obligatory glare.
Yeah.
Hitman. Last month it was we did Mortal Kombat movie. I didn't know a whole lot about that. This month, Spud didn't know a whole lot about Hitman, but he enjoyed the film. Oh, we got to wait and find out. He might have thought it was a big steaming pile of shit. Who knows? He didn't. Yeah, so we're going to rock and roll.
Yeah.
That's what a real Hitman would do.
That's what he does. I didn't see you coming.
I'm not Richie. I just took Richie's clothes and his face.
And his face.
And he did a Hannibal Lecter
That's how
job.
Nicolas Cage.
Oh, God, yeah.
Shit. You know.
I'm not actually Richie. I'm John Travolta.
Disguised as Richie, disguised as Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, disguised as Hitman.
Yeah, well, I've never seen that movie.
I've watched the start for about 3 times, but the
I'm
bit
just
merry-go-round when he's like...
Was there no big thing at the start where there's like an orchestra playing, or a choir, and...
Maybe. I can't remember.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
It's no Con Air anyway, that's all I'm going to say.
This is true. This is true.
Slash The Rock.
Should have put the bunny back in the fucking box. You know.
I haven't watched that in a few years.
That's what I was watching.
Can we just do a video about Con Air instead?
Just do it with Nicolas Cage.
Fucking Cage cast.
You know.
Number 1 on YouTube. What are we talking about? Oh, Hitman. So, like I said in the intro, we had a bit of a double team going on.
Yeah.
Insofar as what I meant to say was, we've been through both sides of it now at this stage. That's not even better, is it? That sounds worse, if anything. So last month we had Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. Which I'm a big fan of, and kind of knew the deal.
And vice versa. This month we had Hitman, where I was a fan of. I won't say big fan.
Yeah.
Played the games, like him, but you know nothing about Hitman.
I don't know a damn thing. I have never played a Hitman game, which I know some people out there is going to think it's a crime and an atrocity and a tragedy and all sorts of other bad shit. But I've just never gotten around to it.
No, you see, it's it's far. Like, we'll start with a little bit of, for anyone who doesn't know about the games. Anyway, everyone does at this stage. But
yeah.
Basically, you picked it up from the movie as well. You play as Hitman, which his only name is Agent 47. Okay. This guy came into it later on that they were all genetically modified and cloned and all this kind of bullshit.
Okay. Fucking genome soldiers.
In a way, exactly, yeah.
Okay, cool,
but the idea of it behind is to get you kids, they raise you to be Hitman all your life. And you see you got the old barcode in the back of the head.
Yeah, I just thought you were a Slipknot fan, but yeah. I'm going to shave the head now, rock out with a knock cunt and give him a barcode on. You know.
That could be it.
That could be.
Could have been what happened.
I could have been wrong. They could have been genome soldiers who they don't get. But go on.
Genome slipknots.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. But anyway, yeah, and the whole
maybe they're all hitmen underneath the masks. I don't know. I haven't seen them.
broad balls.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers. But yeah, Hitman. It was basically it kind of took the idea behind Metal Gear Solid when like the whole stealth system and that was revolutionary at the time.
It really was. Yeah.
They kind of built on that. You know, they worked in the whole. It was one of the first games as well where they give you an environment, they give you an objective, and you can kind of go, you can do that objective whatever way you want. Like, you know, it was always very good with that insofar as you got to kill that dude. You can either blow him up with a car bomb, you can poison him, you can do this big elaborate thing where like you can loosen a chandelier so he gets called to his tea every day at 5 o'clock and he sits under this chandelier so you can have the chandelier ready to crush him, you know?
Yeah.
So it gave you a lot of that flexibility, which is what the game has become known for, and you could change your outfits and all that. So the film, it was a good action film, but I think there was a lot, again, like, he changes his clothes in the film. He does it only once, I think, doesn't he? In the train station where he dressed up as the cop.
He does dress up as a cop, yeah.
He
The only
dressed
other
up-
time
still
I
one
can
I can
remember
think
him changing his outfit was his outfit got ruined, so he walked in and bought the same one again.
Yes, which, while he was being looked for by the
Pointed,
police,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, yeah, I'll buy the exact same fucking thing.
So what was the crack in the movie then? He is a hitman. He hired to assassinate other humans, but somebody hired somebody to assassinate him in the movie.
Yeah, it
He's
was
the
like,
target.
yeah, the whole idea was it was like a setup. He was hired to kill this Russian politician,
Mm.
but then the Russian politician had a double, and then the double was hiring the hitman to kill this guy, so he'd be presumed dead. It gets a bit of a clusterfuck towards the end, but
It's all very spy movie, isn't it?
it gets like that,
Yeah.
yeah. Like later on in the games, it's kind of all kind of mirroring that, because like in the latest game, Absolution, you're completely on the run as well from the agency, the guys that hire you, like, you know, they're out to kill
the hunter
you.
had become the hunted.
So yeah, it's basically kind of, it's going on like that in the latest game, and even for some of the earlier games as well. He's never really been, he's always been a bit of a rebel, I suppose, within the agency. Like, you know, he's always kind of a loose end they want to wrap up, like, you know.
Yes.
But because he's the best hitman, you can't really get him. So yeah,
So he's
like
the crack. He's like king of the hitman.
pretty
man.
much. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
One, I think I lost a few beats for it. Good, and again, you enjoyed the film, like, not knowing it's a good action film.
It was a good film. As just a movie,
Exactly,
you
yeah.
know, without tying it into anything, I enjoyed it on its own. Yeah,
'Cause,
definitely.
yeah, by watching it and not of playing the games, you're not missing anything. You know, they keep it up to speed. There's no previous backstory required, but at the same time, there's a few little nods towards the game where you can go, like little Easter egg type jobs.
Like what?
The part in the hotel at the start, that's kind of almost, there's a hotel in one of the first Hitman games, was like the most famous thing. Everyone remembers playing this level.
Yeah.
And it basically looked identical to that hotel. you
That's
know what I
cool.
mean?
That's cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
His handler, the one that tells him, what was her name again? Oh, goddamn.
The
Diane.
Through the laptop.
Yeah,
that girl.
yeah,
Yeah,
Diane,
yeah.
I think, yeah. She's your kind of contact in the games as well. When you open up your laptop and she gives you the brief and, like, you know, and all this
Cool.
kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Again, those little things, even the clothes he wore, the pistols.
He looked like he was straight off the cover of Absolution, that's for sure. I know
Yes.
the movie came out before Absolution, so
Yeah, but
maybe they kind of
mm,
made him look like that now in the games, but
they kind of have one, I think, a bit too young, I think, for my taste.
he was
as
a little bit
Hitman.
pretty, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was
You know,
a bit
he
kind
good
of
looking lad. Like he was a bit. Even his voice was a little bit light on his feet.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Even the bald head didn't really suit him too much.
No,
He
because
wasn't-
he's a bit too pretty for that crack.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
reminded me a bit of. He wasn't as manly as that other guy. What's that other bald guy?
Mr. T. What's Mr.
Oh, what's his fucking name? Sinead O'Connor.
Oh.
You
I
know?
thought you were going to say Bruce Willis or some shit.
Sinead O'Connor probably would have been a bit more buff and manly for
You
the
wouldn't see
job.
her coming either.
You know, yeah, Sinead would have been all like, all right. Oi, Sinead
That was
O'Connor.
fucking Billy Mitchell we got into.
No, he fucking take you out from from somewhere in Dublin. You know,
Maybe she'd be in the sequel.
maybe he will, yeah.
There is
Good
no
man, Sinead. You know,
But Sinead O'Connor. You goddamn motherfucker. I didn't see that one coming at all. But yeah, I think they missed a few beats then, and there's a lot of.
yeah.
even the music, they have it at the start of the movie, Ave Maria, you know that hymn.
Yes.
That's been used very well in the game, like, you know, but I would have liked to have seen that used in some kind of classy kind of action sequence in the
Kind
film
of
as
slow
well.
motion
Yeah, that sounds typical like slow motion bullshit.
Yeah.
But there's been a lot of that, like in one of the, I think it's Blood Money, one of the older Hitman games.
That would be PS2 era.
PS2, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was, yeah. But a few little spoilers if no one's played it, but I'm sure everyone has at this stage. But at the end of that game was the Hitman, Agent 47, was dead. You know, he was like chemically induced to be dead. And he was set up in that game by the bosses and all, and he's trying to get his own back on him. So what they do is, best part in any game ever, even look it up on YouTube, it was amazing. But you're at your funeral and he's lying down in the casket with all the flowers around him, and he's wearing a white suit.
Yeah.
You know, and he has the pistols, the hardballers across his chest. And
the name of the pistol?
They're hardball, that's their called,
cool,
yeah, which were in the film as well, which was a nice
I
thing.
love characters who name their weapons.
Yeah.
Personally name their weapons.
It's awesome, like
I think
Ebony and Ivory and all.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, fucking rebellion being Dante's sword, shit like that.
It's a nice little bit of the hardballers.
It gives you a weapons character.
It's cool.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if that's the actual model of the gun or if it's the name. Like, that's what they're famous for him, like. But this scene anyway, yeah, he's in the casket, open casket in his white suit, and he's laying back, and you're just watching. It's like a cutscene, and everyone's coming into the church for your funeral, and the credits start rolling, and his Ave Maria starts playing in the background, and you can swing around the camera, and you don't know what's coming, like, you know, you're going in an interactive cutscene. Next thing, the controller starts rumbling, like you feel your heart start to beat. And like, what the fuck is this? Next thing, the motherfucker just starts getting up in slow motion, like sitting up in his casket, and then you just blast all the motherfuckers, and it was amazing.
That's class.
And it's all slow motion with this him playing in the background, and you're just popping fuckers.
That's cool as shit.
So I think something like that in the film could have been, if it was done the right way, it could have been cool as well. It had a lot of action.
A lot of kind of religious influence in the movie. Though,
with the church and all the...
Yeah, and there was something to do with the key, and does this all play into the game? Is there a big religious background with Agent 47?
Not that I really know of.
No?
No, it never really struck me as being overly religious type, you know. I think they might have just put that in a bit, just to kind of give it a bit of style, like, you know.
Okay.
Again, I could be wrong. I haven't played all the games inside out, so there's people probably screaming at me now for missing some reference. But
and have they changed his character model now in the video games to kind of suit the way he looked in the movies? Like, say, when Lara Croft came back for Tomb Raider Legends, she looked very Jolie.
Yes, yeah.
For example, you know.
Did they? I don't. I'm not too sure. I don't think so. I think he looks a bit different now, but I think it's more a sign of just technology improving and stuff. I think in terms of to match the film, not really. No, he still kind of looks the way he always did.
That's cool. Yeah.
Excuse me, but great film in its own right, you know.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to see him get out of a lot of silly situations. He got out of it. Everybody like FBI agents and shit like that after him.
Yeah.
And they're all raiding this big old hotel, and he escapes it. And like I said earlier on, he just walks into a fucking store next door, gets a change of clothes, and keeps on going.
Off he goes, no water. Like,
you know, little bits and pieces like that were fantastic. Kind of the fact that he was all about the job. He's a very professional, and I thought that was cool.
You see, and it's exactly in the game as well. He's just all about he's
not emotion. He's fucking.
Yeah, there's no personality. Cool. Yeah, it's almost like a blank canvas, like, you know, in a good way, because it's not like fucking Master Chief or some bullshit where
he's just fucking grilled cheese sandwiches.
He's just wooden, like, you know. Agent 47 is just, that's the kind of charm to him. You don't know anything about him, like, you know, and then you get a few times where he does kind of step out of the game and helps people and stuff, like he's helping this young girl in Absolution as well.
Yeah, he helped the lady in the movie as well. She was a hooker.
She was a hooker, yeah. That the guy who set him up, he used to keep her, and he bought her or something. Remember, he's slapping around the place.
Yeah. So Agent 47 was kind of inadvertently taking her out of that situation.
Exactly. Yeah.
While still being a complete dickhead.
True. Yeah.
Well, he locks her in the fucking trunk of the car for half of the movie, and then when he finally lets her sit out front, she's like, "What the fuck is that?" And he's like, "Here, I bought you breakfast," and throws it at her.
It's good, yeah. Because the first time I'd seen it, I was afraid they would have this kind of, they'd fall in love at the end, and he'd be like, "Oh, I all this."
Yeah, because they always in movies they always try to fucking nice guy them up.
Yeah.
Look at Wolverine; he's so fucking nice in the X-Men movies. He's supposed to be an asshole.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. And I was afraid Agent 47 they'd do that, and even the whole romance angle. there's one stage where she's even trying to get into bed with him and stuff, and he just straight up goes like, fuck off, and he just walks like drugs or something.
He does. He
Just leaves
leaves
her on the bed.
leaves her there and fucks her
Yeah,
off,
which is like, that's cool, because I was afraid they go down that whole route. It's like,
yeah,
that's not what he does.
it was playing it up towards that, and they
Yeah.
put a brilliant twist on it.
Yeah, so again, like all these things come together, and it does make it a good film. Like, you know,
Yeah,
it's a
it makes
solid
it
film.
lack a character an actual character.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Again, unlike grilled cheese sandwich head.
Yeah,
You
he's
know.
just
A blank, not even a blank card. As you said, a plank of fucking grilled cheese wood.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, no, his lack of character kind of makes him a character, and it makes him very enjoyable. He's fun to watch.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and it's fun to find out how he kind of get out of these situations. There's a great scene in the train station where we run into a bunch of other agents.
Which that's my favourite scene, the fighting and the little
It-
underneath, and it's so tight and it's all.
Yeah, it's in what? It's in the carriage of a train.
Yeah, yeah.
And there are 4 of these boys, all bald, with a fucking bar tag and a bag hold in the back of their head. And they all pull out 2 fucking swords.
That was
each.
cool. Where he's like, "Do you want to fight with honor?" And they put down their guns and then just go at a hand to hand, like.
Yeah,
you know,
and
yeah.
it's in this tiny environment, and it just looks like a load of boiled eggs.
It does. Fucking egg
A can of eggs rocking around, that's what it looks like.
suits and ties, like, yeah.
But it's really well done, considering they're in such a tight environment.
Yeah.
It's really hard for anybody to get a good swing at each other, so they've really got to think on their feet and use the environment to their advantage, and that's fantastic.
Well, it
He
does.
flipped the guy over his shoulder at one stage of the wall right there, and he just pulled out one of his knives and stabbed him in the ass.
Through the wall, like upside down.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
Oh, it's vicious though. And then when he fucking strangles the other guy, gets him over his back and.
That's
fucking-
right, yeah. Which
so-
again is a nasty move, like, you know.
So it does. It's constructed well as a film. Like, you know, it's shot very well, and the fight scenes are good.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, definitely, it's well worth watching.
It's a lot of fun. And it was my first time actually seeing a movie in HD.
Yeah.
Which a lot of the people at home might be looking at me and going, Spud, HD has been around for 10 years, and yeah, it has. Yeah, it's not in anybody's fucking sitting room yet, which means it's failed if you haven't.
Yeah,
seen.
yeah.
You know, but it was my first time watching a movie in HD, and I was really waiting to, you know, really get involved and get blown away with just how crisp it is, being able to see all the stubble along his head.
Yeah.
You know, how he's so much balder in HD than he is on DVD. You can smell the bald off him.
Yeah.
But that never happened.
No.
Looked the fucking same to me, right?
Yeah.
You know what I
definitely.
mean?
Yeah.
I definitely think as a medium it's failed completely. It's been kicking around since the start of PlayStation 3, for God's sake.
Yeah.
You know, and still fuck all people have them. When DVD came out, it latched on. Everybody had one, within about 2 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I never really buy Blu-ray much either. It is again, like, it's a novelty, but it wouldn't sway me one way or the other. Like,
No, I don't see the big attraction, but it's not as crisp. His suit isn't more black than it would be on DVD, and his shorts and his tie isn't more red.
Yeah.
And, you know, it all seems the same to me. But it's definitely an entertaining movie, Hitman. You know, not just having a jab at Blu-ray, but I'll get that off my chest now. I feel
There you go.
You know.
You're all good. You're all good.
But it's definitely a very, very entertaining film. It's fun. It's got a lovely fucking a lovely setting as well, around Prague.
Yeah,
Everything's
that's right.
fucking beautiful.
It does. Yeah.
You know, it's all bright. It's all very pretty. It all makes you want to go there on your holidays. You know, like, you know, oh man, I want to go there and get stabbed in the ass on a train. You know, sounds great.
There's a good package deal for that.
It is though.
Package deal for everybody.
Excellent. Let me check that out.
Ah.
Oh, package 47. I'll go with that one. Thank you
boom.
very much.
Jerry broke the microphone. But yeah, definitely well worth checking out if anyone hasn't seen it. Like, you know,
Yeah, it almost gives me a James Bond feel at times, except I don't like James Bond movies yet. I like this.
yes,
You
it's
know
got
what I mean?
again. It's got that European setting and the kind of.
I think that might be what sways me.
Oh,
that way.
the
And that kind of
palaces and
spy.
Yes, yeah,
feeling
it's,
to it.
definitely, it's like a good cross action espionage, bit of thriller thrown in.
And it's got a little bit of a, I suppose, a little bit of Hitman thrown in. It's probably got a lot of Hitman, but things that make me think that's got to be so out of the game. Like, he's got a guy in a bat tied up a barbed wire at one stage.
Oh yes,
with
yeah.
an electric generator that's going to
Forgot
fucking
about
fry
that.
him if he doesn't call in these codes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And the guy in the bath is fucking trying to play it cool. He's like, yeah, well, why should I do this? What if you kill me? He pulls out this rubber ducky and goes, yeah, I stole that from your house. Your family will be next.
Yeah.
You know,
And
the
then
dude
you're
in the
like,
bath
"God
is like, oh fuck it, yeah, call in those guns quick. Like,
I'm just so casual about the whole thing, you know. It's like to him, like I said, it's just a job. He's like,
exactly, yeah, he's so professional. It's so well known, and it makes me want to play the games. It does.
Check him out, definitely. Yeah.
You know, I've got a wee box at home of the PS2 titles.
Yeah.
I picked it up not so long ago, but I've never gotten around to actually putting it on, and now I want to.
Like you said, see what you go. Enough. You're not really. I know you're not really a stealth guy in games an awful lot.
Yeah, you see, that's my problem when it comes to stealth games.
Yeah.
I try, but I'm shit at it.
Yeah, you do. You, especially in the older games, it's all stealth, really. Now, they'll say, oh, you can just go in all guns blazing, but you can't really, like, you know.
Yeah.
An absolution, you've a...
And it would probably ruin the idea if you did.
Yeah, it does. If you're in the
mean?
mood for it, and if you want to just take a game nice and slow and take it handy, like, you know, it's worth it. Like The Last of Us, like the stealth sequences and that as well.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily, if you're
Which I never got around to finishing because I'm shit at it.
No.
I'm terrible at stealth,
maybe we'll play Hitman another time.
You know.
But yeah, if
I'm just gonna play Devil May Cry.
Go on.
Fuck it.
you
You know.
just slash everything. But yeah, so in summary, how many eggs out of 10 would you? I know you don't do out of 10s, but
I'd give it half dozen eggs.
oh god damn it.
Half dozen free range eggs.
Free range
Yeah.
omelette. Would you make an omelette or a scrambled egg? Or
I'd scramble it. Yeah.
Go for a scramble?
I'd scramble that egg.
That's the correct answer.
You
You
know.
win!
Take
Take whatever you want from this shelf.
47 eggs, please.
So yeah, rock on.
Yeah.
Hitman.
Hey, man.
So, there you have it. Hitman dissected, eggs discussed.
Eggs and bacon edition.
Getting hungry now. I'm going to go for breakfast. Breakfast at this time of night! God damn it. So yeah, you're not going to go home and murder anybody anyway, are you?
I promise nothing.
Look at their fucking piano wire. That's another thing they didn't use in the film. Piano wire. That was Hitman's big thing. He's like fucking... Did they use it?
I think he flipped the dude over his shoulder at one
Yeah,
point. Did that count?
Yeah, we'll take it. It's a strangling, whatever way you look at it. So
Yeah.
we're not going to get fussy. You want to strangle him with piano wire, strangle him with your tie, with your fists. That's getting a bit dark now. So time to wrap it up, I'd say. But yeah, if you haven't played the games, check out. The games are amazing. The film,
If you haven't seen the movie,
Standalone.
also check that out. Lots of fun.
if you haven't seen the film, like it could be like us. If you like the games and your friend doesn't, watch the thing anyway. Both of you will get things out of it. It'll be fun. So yeah, definitely Hitman, one of the good ones. And
So what do you want to see us review next month? Hit us up down below. Let us know.
yeah, tell us what you want us to see, and we'll do our damn best to get it off the shelf, in the TV, into our brains, and to you. So goodbye this month from Richie 47.
I'm just Spud. Good luck.